Hey, how we doing? It's JJ. Just come out for a little bit of a walk. I do have my pack in the pickup truck, but for now I'm just walking around one of my favourite places to be, which is the rspb Nature Reserve at Sandy up in Bedfordshire. I've been up and I've seen my dad, and I asked my dad if he wanted to come out, but today he wanted to go and vote and he wanted to go and catch up with one of his friends in town. So on my way back I've come over here. And look, what a glorious view. Now we are now finally into May. Spring has been with us for a little while. It's looking amazing. The weather in the last couple of weeks has been a bit grim, but today the sun has come out. There are some clouds, and I think the sky always looks so much better when there's clouds about. Absolutely stunning. The Gauss is out nicely across the heath, and they have finally brought the ponies. They've got some wild ponies that are now resident here and on the heath, and they're going to try and reclaim it and bring it back to a more natural state rather than the volunteers having to do all the work. They're going to let the ponies do it. So I'm just coming out for a walk today, just to revel in a bit of nature and just take all this in. So come along and join me. Let's have a wander. Come on. Just on a vantage point up on the top of the heath and the ridge. Just look at the colours. You just make out the younger silver birch saplings. It's such a young, vibrant green, and then to counteract that, you've got the real dark green of the conifers and the oaks and that are scattered about. They're only just starting to unfurl their shoots. The sun keeps coming in and out, and it looks absolutely amazing. I love this spot. Bring you up. See the pathway down below. It looks amazing, absolutely amazing. Stunning. Look at the colour on that tree behind me. The colour is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is relatively young oak. It's obviously seeded itself on the bank, and the leaves they've recently unfurled. There's like a swarm of horseflies about here. But the colour with the sun on it, because these are new leaves that have just unfurled, the colour on them, it's just amazing with the sun that's out on them today. I'd say a relatively young oak tree, sort of, I don't know, 40, 50 years old maybe, and it's just on the actual bank. You can quite clearly see the bank. It goes down, comes up, and then goes back across. But the colour on that is just absolutely lovely, glorious to see. Just going to carry on. There's an earthen bank behind me which goes all the way along there, all the way around there, and just continues all the way around, and then kind of drops a bit over that way. And this earthen bank goes back about 2,500 years, and this is Galley Hill Iron Fort. It's on top of the green sand ridge, and obviously all of these trees these planted conifers wouldn't have been here a couple of thousand years ago. And the settlement here, the local tribe, this was a strong point. This was a big viewpoint they could see for miles out across that way. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So the ponies are just there. They've moved on from where I saw them a little while ago. Should be able to hopefully make them out next to a water trough. There's 6 of them, and they are pure breed Dartmoor ponies, one of the smaller breeds of native pony that we get in the UK. 6 of them. They've been up here for a few weeks now. Now they are only initially going to be here until the end of June into July. These are owned by a farming estate, and under a agreement, these have come from Dartmoor. This is the exact sort of landscape they've come from, so they're well used to this heathland and scrubland. They will spend a little bit of time here, and then some work will be done to ascertain how effective they are. They are hoping to get more of them in, and hopefully full time, but it's just trying to ascertain what their usefulness is and how many they can actually store, or not store but actually keep here. So it's an amazing to see, because obviously with the heathland you want to try and encourage more ground nesting birds. So in a natural environment you would actually have horses and things like that, but it's all enclosed, so we are being kept away. But it's great to see them. This is what nature does. Fantastic. There's loads of gorse around here across the heathland. I'm actually on one of the mainland paths. So gorse, which is Ulex europaeus. It's a classic heathland shrub. It will actually flower all year round, but it's generally towards the end of April into May that you'll see it in all its goldeny, yellowy glory, and it's at its best. And I just love to see it. I love to see it. Just birds singing away. It's glorious. It's glorious. I've popped my pack on. I'm going to go and head out into the actual woods, set up my shelter. As you can see, it's now looking like rain and hail behind me, so I'm going to take a wander over to the woods and then just enjoy a little bit of downtime. The rain's coming. I'm going to go. Catch you later. Bye bye.